Hello, my name is Don and welcome to episode 33 of Follow, my football manager Let's Play with Rangers. Going to start with the transfers ins and outs. Wayne Rooney and Ben Watson were obviously seen joining last episode. Zeratek said away on loan for 60 grand a month I think we get paid, plus some of his wages. And there's an optional fee of 1.95 million. They will be playing him as a striker, which I think is a bit strange given his skill set, but nonetheless he's away to Rapid Waiting. There was a deal to be done that optional future fee was going to be a compulsory one if he played so many games. Sadly they didn't agree contract terms, so it's just optional now. I'm still hoping the deal can be done. Ryu goes to Lille for 2.1 million. I thought it was the right time to let him go. We got him for free, we got 23 games off of him. But looking at our sort of attacking options we've got for that position, we had Ryu, we've got Nkadu who's on absolute fire, we've got Sam Nicholson, Barry Mackay can play there, I think Rooney can play there, I think we've maybe got a couple on the youth team, Mark Mitchell's there, maybe not as much as I thought. Conor Grant's obviously out on loan, but he's someone that could come back and develop as well. And I released Fraser Connolly, a guy who came through our youth development system. Sadly it didn't. The other thing I want to talk about, and I bet you it's going to be there now that I'm not going to ask about this, is does anyone know how to get the youth recruitment thing up? I know there's two. There's the junior coaching budget, and then I think there's a youth recruitment budget. Now, there used to be a thing where you would go in and you would speak to your board and say, listen, I want my youth recruitment to go up. They would spend a bit more money, and that would start showing improvement on the potential ability you could get of youngsters. I haven't found that this year, and we've got 30 million in the bank. It's not like we're a club struggling financially. If you look at the way, in fact, financial status is rich. If you look at the way that Scottish football runs with the youth development, ask out all the regens that come through in Scottish football every single year, and Hibernian constantly have at least one 5-star potential player. In fact, I've got 3 or 4 that are on my shortlist right now. But I want to have that kind of youth development. I've changed the head of youth development, it still isn't there. I've changed my youth, an under 20s manager has been changed God knows how many times, and that's never changed it. We've won the league, we're in the Champions League, we've got a lot of money there. The reputation of the club's gone up. So I don't really know why I cannot find that, and I noticed someone else posted on the SI forums about this as well. I didn't read through all the threads in detail, but it seems to be so many different ways, and I'm trying to see where is it about. It'll be in facility somewhere. So yeah, we've got well established youth recruitment now. I believe there's higher than that. I'm not sure exactly what number that is. I could go and check with an in-game editor, but I've disabled it on this save. Not that I've got it anyway, but it is disabled on the save if I was to go out and buy it, so I still can't check that. Unless obviously I go out, start another save with Rangers, buy it and have a look there. So it's a bit frustrating. I want to get this up so that we can start producing high quality players rather than me spending a lot of money bringing in all these youngsters to develop, particularly now that I'm starting to get a bit more confident in developing them. So I was just sort of asking for some feedback with that. In today's episode we have Atletico Madrid away. Not an easy game. The other thing that I should note is I have a new mic. I don't know if you'll hear much sound quality difference right now. I need to sort of tweak the settings and try and understand what the benefits of this mic are compared to the other one. Chesney can't play today either. He picked up an injury. Well, he can't play, but he's at 77% fitness, and to be honest, I'm not risking that. Why is he ineligible? Oh yeah, I played him in the youth version of this game. That wasn't clever. So I think we're going to go 4-5-1. We're going to have James McArthur at holding. We're going to bring in Ravel Morrison for Bruno Lorenko in the attacking playmaker role. Any other changes? Usually, this is why I do this off camera. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go select my team, and we will work it out from there. I don't know why Jack Thompson's came onto the subs bench here, by the way, but I'll go and select my team because I'm going to be thinking about this for a couple of minutes, and I don't want you hearing me humming and hawing about who I'm selecting and who I'm not selecting. So I'll see you back in the game. Welcome back. We're now in the game. Media actually saying they fancy us to win this one. Now, I find that very shocking. The bookies seem to be a bit more correct. And our key man is apparently James Tavernier, while they're looking at Inaki Williams, who is a very good player in real life, very good young player if I remember correctly. But look at all that pace he has to burn. Technically maybe not the best, but pace to burn for days. With decent technique, decent work rate as well. I can see why a team would want this player. The other thing I was going to note, Mark Mitchell will be leaving us to Atletico Madrid. It's a shame, but his contract's going to be up at the end of next year, and unless I play him constantly, it's going to be very, very difficult to get a work permit. So when Atletico Madrid made that bid in the last episode that fell through, I decided I were going to wait till January, and there was a lot of teams snooping around. Juventus came and watched a game, a couple of other teams were hunt on the sniff, so I thought, do you know what, I'll offer him out for a similar kind of deal to what that last episode was. I wanted 50% of the next sale and 300,000 with some add-ons that were related to international appearances and whatever else. So a few teams came back and said, we'll give you the 300,000 up front, but they didn't go for any of the add-ons apart from the 50% of the next sale. And Atletico Madrid said, we'll give you £1 million up front, no add-ons, and 50% of the next sale. So I accepted that. He has now agreed contracts with Atletico Madrid and will leave at the end of this season. It's a shame to see him go. I was kind of hoping he would come here, develop and become a really good player. I still think he can become that really good player, but if we can get £1 million for a player that we're going to get absolutely nothing for in January, next summer, if we can get £1 million for him in January, I'm going to take that. The 50% selling fee is obviously a huge bonus as well. So Candreva whips in a corner here, Unkadu heads it straight back to him, and that's a good ball. We've not got our man on the edge of the box that we usually do, but Jack Hamilton makes a good save. Atletico Madrid got us under the cosh here, 3 minutes or so into the game. Again, Sasso clears that corner. I think that's going to be the end of that highlight. I think that was just because the previous corner had been a good chance that one sort of became a highlight. Bruno Fernandes heads back to Duarte. Carrasco straight at Jack Hamilton. I would take a point here, to be honest. If they offered me 0-0 right now, I would take it. I have to be honest. Not keen on saying that, but can't find a man. Rudden can't find a man either. I think he actually played it out there and it got blocked like instantly. Flicked it out to a guy whose name I'm not even going to try and pronounce, and forward to their key player Inaki Williams. There are two men around him and neither of them made a challenge there. That's very frustrating. Nkadu in particular had a very good position to make a challenge and take the ball. That's a great ball out to Lozano. It's a good ball into the middle as well. Ozturk, good header away. Only as far as Carrasco. Duarte, Bruno Fernandes, Inaki Williams. And he scored. We're 1-0 down. It's a very, very good move that, to be fair, from Atletico Madrid. I can't complain too much. They have been the better team. But looking at that move, there's so many times where someone could put in a challenge and prevent them from having the chance. Rossiter's very tired in the midfield as well, which is unfortunate. So I'm just going to calmly say unlucky boys, basically. Trying to think, do I bring off Rossiter? I'm going to give him about the second half, and then I can sort of see where I'm going from there in terms of who I'm bringing on and for who. Tavernier's picked up a knock as well, which isn't good. Carrasco, that's a good ball from Yannick Carrasco. Out only as far as Inaki Williams. Oh, that's a goal. All day long that is a goal. We've just failed to clear lines from a corner. We score so many goals like that as well, where the other team fails to concede a corner, and this time it's us failing to do it. Look at the space he got, and then terrible challenge. Do you know what? We're losing anyway. Let's go into the 4-2-3-1. Let's see if we can get ourselves back into this game, even if it is just a little bit. So Roster will come off for Lorenko because he's knackered. And that's the only change we really need to make for that. Morrison's also tired, but we've got Rooney on the bench, so that's not an issue. Tavernier's obviously picked up that knock earlier in the game, and that's affecting his. It would help if I press play. I do apologise. Jack Hamilton launches towards Mackay. It's kept in by Tavernier. Lorenko. That is a very poor pass from Bruno Lorenko, but he's went and won it back. Ozturk, what are you doing, man? What was that? What was that? What is Ozturk doing? What is... Jack Hamilton and Ozturk both absolutely cost us. 2 former Hearts men, of course. That's why I prefer Devlin, to be honest. I went on form and Ozturk was like 0.02 better form wise than Devlin, so I decided to go for Ozturk, and I'm regretting that decision now. I'm going to bring on Wayne Rooney now. I'm debating if I make another sub here. I think we're going to bring off... Yeah, Zach run on a 6.1. It's just not acceptable, so we're going to bring on Pozzebon up front as well, the former Juventus man. 6.1 from Rudden is just not good. Candreva to Nico Gaitan. Duarte. Great challenge from Pozzebon. That's the kind of desire I want to see. Not this huffing and puffing that Ozturk just did. Ball just sort of a clearance there from MacArthur, but only to a red and white shirt. And that's a great ball in for Kevin Garamiro. And why did Bloomin' Chesney have to be injured for this game? Or injured leading up to it? Again, just nobody picking up, and Jack Hamilton just doesn't even go for it. There was a reason why I preferred Roddy McCrory last year. I'm just going to give them a team talk and just demand a bit more because, well, show some talent and show some passion, because this is not acceptable, this performance. We had tough games last year and we played better than this and got good results. Now, I'm not saying that I expect to get wins against top teams, but particularly away from home. But show some passion, show some desire. We're not showing that we are a team that deserves to be in the Champions League in this game. And again, just Nkadu just not doing anything, and now Atletico Madrid are on the counter. Joe Riley failing to make a good challenge there, gets the ball and gives him it straight back, and it's resulted in another very good chance for Garamiro. Rooney over to Pozzebon. Just bring it down on your chest, mate. You've got the space. Nkadu's looked like he's picked up a knock as well. That leaves us with Mark. Oh, he's got his come off as well. What a load of old cock. I guess we're just going to have to go for something like this, somewhere that's between the... Actually going to go for an anchorman for this role as well. Somewhere that's between 4-2-3-1 and the 4-5-1. That's sort of where I've gone there because we're down to 10 men. Just as soon as we've set Ryu as well. And I think Sam Nicholson's also injured, so we might be a bit thin in that left winger role right now with Mark Mitchell, the only real option for it. And we've conceded another. Hattrick for Kevin Garamiro. Absolutely embarrassing display from us. Complete shambles, and again he just loses his man. I think that's Joe Riley at the back there. It was, who I don't like, but the only way I could work the squad was to have Brian Davidson out of it. Although and there was a chance he was going to go out on loan, so when this squad came up, so it didn't really change it when I could have changed Riley for Davidson. But if I'd changed it and then Davidson went out on loan to get first team football, he would have missed out, or we would have been down to one left back, and that left back's obviously injured because it's Leighton Baines. So a 5-0 defeat here is not good. Unkadu's out for 2 to 3 weeks. Posibod is facing a crisis of confidence apparently. 12 games without a goal, but he's been playing right wing quite a lot. If I can show you that, I think it's Port's form. So yeah, on 63 at striker, on 66 right wing, striker there, striker, right wing. As you can see, there's a lot of right wings, but he hasn't scored many for us, which is a bit of a concern. I'm going to leave that episode there. Thank you very much for watching. It was a very disappointing result, but I hope you enjoyed nonetheless. If you did, a like and subscribe is always appreciated, and I will hopefully catch you all next time.